It's amazing just how easy it is now to jailbreak the new Nintendo 3DS, new Nintendo 3DS XL, and even the new Nintendo 2DS XL. I'll show you everything you have to do to jailbreak your own handheld, and I have something special in store for you in this video. I've got this all consolidated down to one single download. So fire up your Nintendo handheld and your PC because you're about to level up your mobile gaming setup. As you get started, there are two prerequisites to take care of. The first one is you need to have your device connected to the wireless internet. Additionally, you'll need to have a microSD card formatted in FAT32 either in your device or on your computer. I have some recommendations for some great microSD cards linked for you in the video description. The one and only download you need for this entire process is linked for you in the video description and hosted on my official website. From that webpage, scroll down until you see this green download button right here. Just hover over the button and click on it to download the zip file with the all-in-one contents to your computer. Cool, now that you've got the zip file, let's unpack it and take a look at the contents inside. Open up a new File Explorer window and open your Downloads folder. You'll see the zip file here. Right-click on it, pick Extract All, then click Extract at the bottom right corner of the window. Once the file is unzipped, you don't need it anymore. Right-click on it and select Delete to send it to the recycle bin. Now that the file's unzipped, let's take a look inside. Double-click on the folder that you just uncompressed in your Downloads folder. You'll see a subfolder here and it's called Select Your Region. Double-click into that folder and you'll see that things are split up into 3 different regions and 3 separate subfolders. What you'll want to do is double-click into the subfolder that matches the region for your 3DS, whether it's Japan, United States, or Europe. In this case, I have a new Nintendo 3DS XL from the United States, so I'm going to double-click into that folder. Everything that you need to copy over to your microSD card is already pre-configured and ready to go in those subfolders. I like to copy things like they're read in North America, from left to right. So I'm going to grab this File Explorer window and drag and drop it over to the left side of the screen and just snap it into place here. Remove the microSD card from your 2DS or 3DS system, insert it into an adapter, and then insert both into an open slot on your computer. Give your computer a moment to recognize that the microSD card has been inserted. I'm going to take the popped up File Explorer window for the microSD card and then drag it over to the right side of the screen and just snap it into place over here. Now all you have to do is just highlight everything that's in the region folder on the left side of the screen that matches the region of your system and drag and drop it right over to the root of the microSD card. Great, now that everything's copied over to the SD card, you can close out any open instances of File Explorer by just clicking the red X in the corner of each of the windows. That is all you have to copy over to your SD card. You can transition over to your PC for the next steps in the guide. Remove the microSD card from your computer, insert it back into your 2DS or 3DS system, and then power on your device. From the main menu of your 2DS or 3DS system, press the left shoulder and right shoulder buttons together at the same time. This activates the camera app. From the main menu of the camera app, tap on the QR code icon in the bottom touch display. This activates the QR code scanner. You'll need to use the camera on your 3DS or 2DS system to take a picture of this QR code. It's going to activate a website here in just a moment that you'll need as part of the jailbreak process. Check this out. This is a camera taking a video of a camera taking a picture from a website. How crazy is that? Focus your attention on the bottom touch display. You'll see a notification that a new website has been found and it's the 𝐍𝐈𝐍𝐃𝐎 website. Either press the A button on your device or tap OK with the stylus to continue. A pop-up notification will ask you if you want to launch the web browser. You do, so press A or tap OK on the bottom touch display. I unjailbreak and factory reset this 3DS system every time I do a video, so this is the first time I've accessed the web browser since I factory reset the device. If this is the first time you've accessed the web browser, select Next with A or tap on it on screen. Select the search engine you want to use, in this case I'll tap on Google, then tap on OK or select it with A, then tap on OK again or select it with A to lock in the changes. Now you'll see the 𝐍𝐈𝐍𝐃𝐎 website appear in the bottom touch display. Enticing though it may be to tap Go in the top left corner, there are a couple of things you'll need to do first for things to work correctly. First, let's go ahead and bookmark this page. Press the Select button on your 2DS or 3DS system. You'll see an option here to allow you to add a new bookmark. So grab your stylus and tap on Bookmark this page in the bottom touch display. Next up, press the Start button on your device to open up what's called the Context menu. In the Context menu near the bottom, you'll see a listing for Settings. Tap on Settings with the stylus. At the bottom of the submenu, you'll see a listing that says Delete Cookies. Tap on Delete Cookies. At the Confirmation menu, tap on Yes or select it with A. To go back to the web browser, tap on Back in the bottom touch display or press the B button on your device. You should still see the 𝐍𝐈𝐍𝐄𝐇 webpage with 𝐘𝐒𝐄 in the top left corner, but don't 𝐘𝐒𝐄 just yet. Instead, press the Home button on your device to go back to the main menu. Now go right back into the web browser by pressing the A button or tapping the icon for it in the bottom touch display. Okay, now it's time to get your 𝐘𝐒𝐄 on. Tap 𝐘𝐒𝐄 in the top left corner of the screen. You'll see a pop-up notification in the bottom touch display with an A in the middle of the screen. This is an expected behavior. Tap OK in the bottom touch display or select it with A to continue. If you've done everything right up to this point, your system will show a series of colors in the bottom touch display, just like a magic show. Once it's done, your system will load the Homebrew launcher. Remember earlier how we put that nim.dsp.hacks file on your SD card? It's the one and only Homebrew application currently available to load. In the bottom touch display, tap on nim.dsp.hacks to launch the application. Wait out another color show in the bottom display, and your system will launch into Safe B9S Installer. You'll see a series of checks and installations taking place in the bottom touch display. Just give the system a moment to do its magic and run through the processes. The last message should say all checks passed. If you don't get this, go back and check your work before proceeding. Take a look in the top display. You'll be instructed to enter a series of D-pad presses and a button press to proceed through the next part of this process. Enter the combination that you see on your device, knowing that it's probably different than the one that you see on screen here. The process takes only a few seconds in real time. Once it's done, you'll see a confirmation message on screen that 𝐘𝐕𝐄 was installed successfully. Press the A button to continue, and your device should now boot into the Luma 3DS configuration menu. This is most likely the easiest thing you'll do throughout the entire jailbreak process because you don't have to do a thing. There's nothing to configure here, just press the Start button to continue. This will boot your 2DS or 3DS system to your device's main menu. From here, you'll need to run a system update even if you're on the latest version. This basically checks for two things. One, to make sure you're on the most recent version of the official system software, and two, to make sure that the process worked correctly. From your device's main menu, navigate to System Settings and then tap on System Settings in the bottom touch display or select it with the A button to launch System Settings. From the main menu of System Settings, tap on Other Settings. Inside the Other Settings submenu, tap the right arrow on the right side of the screen until you get all the way to the end of the list of choices. You'll see the listing here for System Update. Tap on it to select it. You'll see a confirmation message on screen. Tap OK in the bottom right corner to continue. Then tap I accept to start the update process. You'll see a message that the system's checking for updates and then applying any updates as needed. You should already be on the most recent version of the official system software. Tap OK to go back to the home menu of your device. Next up is the Rosalina menu. To access it, press the left shoulder button on your device, down on the D-pad, and the Select button. You'll see the Rosalina menu appear in the bottom touch display. From the main menu of Rosalina, use the D-pad to move the blue highlight arrow on the left side of the text options down to the listing for miscellaneous options. Select it with the A button. From inside this submenu, use the D-pad to move the blue highlight arrow down to Dump DSP Firmware and select it with A. This allows you to use your system to run sound in Homebrew applications. Once the DSP firmware has been dumped successfully, press the B button to go back one level in the menu structure. Next on the list, use the D-pad to move the arrow up one listing in the menus to nullify user time offset and press the A button to select it. You'll see a confirmation message and you'll also be prompted to reboot your system to finalize this change. We'll do that in just a moment. For now, press the B button 3 times. Once to go back, once to go back again, and once to close out the Rosalina menu. For now, you'll need to power off your device again. Press and hold the power button, and in the bottom touchscreen, use the stylus to tap power off to turn off your system. There's a new Finalize script for the new 2DS and 3DS systems. To access it, press and hold the X button, and then power on your device. This process installs some key Homebrew applications to your 3DS or 2DS system. Give the process a moment to complete and your system will be launched into God Mode 9. From the main menu of God Mode 9, press the Home button on your device to open up the Action menu in the bottom touch display. From the list of menu choices in the bottom touch display, use the D-pad to move the white highlight arrow down until you get to the listing for Scripts, and select Scripts with the A button. The one and only script you should see here is called Finalize. Select Finalize with the A button to launch it. You might see a message that you don't have a title database like I did here because I initialized the system before recording this video. If you need to create a title database, all you have to do here is just press A for yes and it will take care of it for you automatically. To install custom firmware to your system, you'll need to unlock what's called your SysNAND, which is the flash storage where your operating system is stored. Press the A button for yes and then enter the D-pad and button combination shown on your screen. It's likely different than the one that you see in the video here on my screen, so check the bottom touch display on your own system and enter the D-pad and button press combination shown there. Give the system a moment to do its magic and you'll be presented with a list of all of the changes and updates that will be made to your system. If you agree to this, and you should at this point, press the A button for yes to proceed. Your SysNAND, or operating system in your flash memory, will be backed up to your microSD card, and some key applications will be installed to your home menu. We'll take a look at those in just a moment. Once the process is complete, press the A button to power off your device. Alright, you've done a great job backing up your system, but it's really important that you also back up the microSD card in it. Here's how that's done. On your computer, create a new folder. You can name this folder anything that you want. In this case, I'm going to name it 3DS Backup, just to make it easy to remember what it is when I go back to look at it later. Also, just to keep things tidy, I'm going to move this folder underneath the recycle bin and just let it snap into place over here. Double-click on the newly created folder so that you can access it in File Explorer. I'm going to take that File Explorer window and drag and drop it over to the right side of the screen and just let it snap into place here. Remove the microSD card from your 2DS or 3DS system, put it back into the adapter, and put it back into the SD card slot on your computer. I still like to copy things from left to right like they're read in North America, so I'm going to grab this File Explorer window and drag and drop it to the left side of the screen and just let it snap into place. Now you can just grab all of the contents off of your microSD card and drag and drop them over to the folder that you created for backing them up on your computer. They'll remain on the microSD card so that you'll have duplicates on the microSD card and backed up on your computer simultaneously. This includes all of the files that are part of the jailbreak, any additional files that you have in place, and the backup of your system NAND or flash storage that you completed earlier in the guide. It makes sense to leave that flash backup on your microSD card and on your computer just so that you have it backed up in redundancy, just in case you ever need it in the future. Once that backup process is complete, you can go back and close out any open instances of File Explorer by just clicking the red X's in the corners of the windows. Remove the microSD card from your computer, insert it back into your 2DS or 3DS system, and power on your system. You'll see a notification in the bottom touch display that new software has been added. Tap OK or select OK with the A button. You've put in the work and now it's time to open some presents. Start by selecting the first present with the A button. It's called Anemone. This is used to create custom themes for your 2DS or 3DS system. The next one is called Checkpoint. Checkpoint is a save games manager for your 2DS or 3DS. The next present that you open up is called FBI. It's used to install .cia extension files onto your 2DS or 3DS system. Next on the list is FTPD. It allows you to connect to your handheld system over file transfer protocol from other systems. You used this previously during the jailbreak process, and now you have the Homebrew launcher accessible directly from the home menu. And last, but certainly not least, is Universal Updater. It lets you update your Homebrew applications through one single app. Now that your 3DS or 2DS system is jailbroken, you can do some really cool stuff with it, like taking these small screens and playing them on your big screen TV or computer monitor using this video shown on screen and linked in the description and pinned comment.